In Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, after God has created man from the dust of the earth, he says that it's not good for man to be alone, that he's going to make a helper that is suitable for him. Now, I want to quickly define this word helper that's being used here in reference to woman. The word is ezer. It's a Hebrew word that is more often than not used to describe God. It's used to describe God when he helps his people, when he helps them out of Egypt, when he helps them out of tough times. And so this word is not to say that he's going to make somebody that's inferior to Adam, somebody who's subservient, but rather he's going to make someone who's going to come alongside and help, encourage him. Someone who they both can encourage each other in their relationship with God as they work the ground, as they serve in the garden. And this idea that it's not good for man to be alone still rings true for us today. When we don't have good, healthy relationships with other Christians, with other people in the body of Christ, our perception of others, our perception of ourselves, and our perception of God, these perceptions become malformed, malnourished. We're fed by the greater body. When we see these other fruits of the Spirit happening in other people, it encourages us to live more faithfully, to live a more healthy lifestyle with God, because we're seeing it in others. I was on a mission trip a few years ago to Minneapolis. It was a youth mission trip, and we were working in a soup kitchen. And I noticed that a lot of the homeless people that came in would get food, and they would sit very far apart from each other. They would try to sit in all these different corners and not have any community with anybody. Whether they were workers there or other people who were homeless, they wanted to be in their own little world. Even though they were surrounded by people, no one was talking with each other. And I just thought to myself, how are they supposed to come to know God if they don't know others? There's not a single one of us who hasn't come to know God through somebody, whether it's our parents or it's somebody sharing their testimony and their faith with us or somebody discipling us. There's no way we could come to know God without God using other people. That's what God does. That's why he brought us the church, the greater body. He created a people so that we could encourage each other, so that we could minister to each other and bring him glory. It is not good for anyone to be alone. And he has made us helpers. He has made us people in the church to help be suitable for us to grow in him and to have a more holy, better perspective of others, of ourselves, and of God.